Hi everyone, today's demo is a requested one from a subscriber. They wanted to see this Flourish design over the Gel Ombre that I showed in one of my earlier samples. So for this demo I will be using this over pink, and I've got one coat of Le Shot True Honesty, and over that I've got one coat of the Luxe Matte Gel Top Coat, and I will be using EMI Dark Wine Impasta paint to do the ombre effect. This is from their Royal Tone Impasta set, and great product, and I will be leaving a link to that down below in the info section. To paint the flourishes, I will be using LV May white, color 5603. This is a very nice, thick, white gel paint. It will hold those lines really well. You won't get any spreading from that. So we'll go ahead and get started with our ombre. I'm using my fingertip dauber, which I showed in a previous video. I'll leave a link to that as well if you'd like to check that out. And on that dauber, I will be adding our dark wine impasta paint, a beautiful medium magenta color. I'll be using my Crystal Nails gel brush to apply a little bit of that paint to the dauber. You need just to add a little bit, and I just usually add it down at the bottom part. Get that applied to the sponge, and then you'll see I have in the background there, I do have my little piece of glass tile that I will be dabbing off any excess gel paint. Now you want to do this to avoid getting too much in your initial coat of the gel. It will be helpful to getting a smoother gel gradient. So pounce off that excess gel, and now we're ready to apply it there. I use a very light touch on this. I find that if I kind of push down too hard, you get to see more of that spongy texture. So try to be a little bit light-handed and go ahead and just move from side to side. Get an even coat on there, and a little less as you move up towards the center. Now, if you want to smooth that transition area even more, you find that you maybe put a little bit too much than you prefer, you can come in with a clean dauber, a sponge dauber, and just kind of pounce a little bit in that area right there, just to soften it up a little bit. Once you get the desired effect, you can go ahead and cure that. EMI impastas cure for 30 seconds in an LED, and I will cure fully between each coat. I'm going to add our second coat. Again, I'm adding a little bit more to the sponge, dabbing off the excess, and just building up that color as we go along for each coat. And again, we'll cure that for the 30 seconds in the lamp. We'll get on a final third bit of color. And now we're ready to top coat. You could use a shiny top coat on this. It's whatever your preference is. I just prefer this look of the matte background with the shinier white gel paint over it. I think it's a nice little contrast, so that's why I'm doing the matte top coat for this. And you can see how beautifully smooth that ombre is. So again, using our LV May white, I'll be using the Crystal Nails Zero Long art brush to paint the scrolls. Crystal Nails also has a zero short brush, which is nice as well. So If you don't like the longer length of your bristles, you can use that or whatever you have on hand that you feel comfortable with. And we're just going to draw some freehand scrolls here. Whatever your preference is, however much or little that you would like to cover the nail. And you certainly don't have to use white. You can use a slightly darker pink for this, or even a slightly lighter pink, lighter than the initial base coat. You can see with this white you don't have to worry about any spreading. It is quite nice. I believe these run about $3.54, I believe, is what I paid last time. Now once you finish with your design, you would cure this for the recommended 30 seconds in an LED lamp or 2 minutes in a UV lamp. After curing, you can either top it, if you wish, with a coat of top coat, but it's not needed. These do hold up quite well, just right over the surface of the nail. I've gone 3-4 weeks with this type of paint directly over the surface of my nail and never had any issues with it coming off or wearing off. But you can either top it with a shiny or top it with a matte if that's your preference. So we'll go ahead and get that in the lamp, and there is your cured finished design. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the demo. If you liked the video, go ahead and like and subscribe. As always, I will leave links down below in the info section. And if you have any comments or questions for me, you can also leave those down below, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. And until next time, I will see you guys later.